Kia ora, Chrissy back again, and we're going to get into the next episode of The X-Files.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please.
So last time we had Lazarus, a kind of body swapping, soul swapping episode with Scully and her friend Jack that was chasing two criminals, and after a bust kind of gone wrong, the criminal's soul was transferred over to the FBI agent's body. I don't know. I leaned a lot towards it being kind of psychological problem on behalf of Jack, who had spent so much time studying these criminals and like basically living their life, living their whole case for however long it was, a year or so. But there are a few things that I didn't have any kind of explanations to, like the tattoo disappearance and things like that. So it was a good episode, but we're going to get into the next one. If you'd like the full-length reaction to this episode as well as others in the series and other shows, then you can go to my Patreon. The link will be down in the description box below. Otherwise, let's get into it. We're at a jail, okay? Is this supposed to be his bed? No? It's not what you want to be hearing. It's like a hospital? Hospital wing? Of like, he's in a jumpsuit, so he's in a jail, so why is he kind of got free?
What are you doing to Barnett?
Excuse me?
What are you doing to Johnny?
Amputated his arm?
John Barnett is dead.
No, I heard him screaming.
I said John Barnett is dead. You understand? Go on, Crandall. Get out of here.
Randall? Oh. Creepy. I love like context and things like that, like obviously he was wearing contacts there. Just thinking about putting contacts in my eyeballs makes me want to vomit. Though I'd love to have some. I'd love to change my eye colour.
Reggie.
Oh, I hate it when you do that.
This is Special Agent Scully, Reggie Purdue.
How are you? Lone gunman took out a sales girl after she filled up a bag for him.
You guys turn up anything?
Not much, except this. It's gonna blow your mind.
What is it?
Wait a second.
You see what I called you?
What about witness descriptions?
White male, 5'11" to 6 feet.
Damn it, Reggie, that's Barnett.
Yeah,
Oh.
it can't be.
Who's Barnett?
It's okay, so it's an old case.
It was my first case at the Bureau. Barnett was doing armed jobs all over D.C. We planted bogus waybills, manifest with the Armored Car Company to try to set a trap, but Barnett was way ahead of us. That's when the notes started.
Fox can't guard the chicken coop.
He avoided the death penalty on a technicality, but he went down for every job he did. The judge promised me he would die in prison.
So you think he escaped?
No, that's just it. He did die in prison 4 years ago.
Oh.
You're sure?
I was paying attention.
Yeah, of course he would be, being his first case and all.
First impressions. The ink is fresh. The note was written in the last 48 hours. A right-hander. Written by someone sitting down. Now I'm just showing off.
Yeah, does it match Barnett?
I'd say it's him.
He was on the table, though.
Could it have been traced over an old note of Barnett's?
Could be, but it's a damn good job if it is.
Thanks, Anderson. I owe you one.
Promises, promises.
Sounds a little thirsty.
We staked out an airport warehouse, but everything went to hell when Barnett took the driver's armored truck hostage.
He's got a clear shot,
Yeah, he should have taken it.
but he couldn't.
No, not with the hostage so close. Barnett just started blasting away.
So Mulder did shoot Barnett.
But not before Barnett killed the driver and Agent Steve Wallenberg. I'll never forget Mulder coming down from the witness stand and Barnett turning and saying he'd get Mulder. I wish Mulder had killed Barnett right there in the warehouse.
Wow. So this is going to be something very personal for Mulder.
Barnett had a lot of time on his hands while he was in prison. Maybe he planned it with someone on the outside.
Revenge from the grave, that'd be a neat trick.
He planned to get you, didn't he?
She's caught up.
You did the right thing, Mulder.
Did I? Steve Wallenberg had a wife and 2 kids. One of his boys is an all-star on his football team now. I pulled that trigger 2 seconds earlier and Wallenberg would be here to see his kid play. Instead, I got some dead man robbing jewelry stores and sending me haikus.
Yeah, it's definitely something that would stick with you, I reckon, knowing that you could have done something, but the red tape, I don't want to say red tape, it did have the hostage. It's like, you know, holding you back. Oh my God. That guy, he's looking a bit suspicious, or am I just paranoid? Okay, maybe he's not, he's nothing. Huh. A hunted fox eventually dies. Shit. That would be so creepy, knowing that someone's following you. It was right there.
I'll get you, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, okay, it is him. It is him. Wow, you know, he is as suspicious as I thought. Ah. Okay, I'm confused about the how, but let's keep going.
You know, all this talk around here about spooky Mulder, I never used to pay it much mind. I figured it was just talk about how paranoid you were and all.
And now?
Remember the day you walked into my office wet from Quantico? You pissed me off just looking at you, but then I saw how your mind worked, how you were always 3 jumps ahead. It was scary, Mulder. You let a lot of people down here in the Bureau. They had big plans.
Because he ended up as Spooky Mulder.
Are you saying that somebody from the Bureau's behind this?
Maybe, maybe not. Just always best to cover your ass in any event.
Huh.
This was just faxed. It's a copy of John Barnett's last will and testament. No surviving relatives, left what little he had to another prisoner, a Joe Crandall, and instructions for his body to be cremated.
It's like I said, I think somebody's messing with your head.
Killing a sales clerk just to leave me a note? I'd say that's going a little out of your way. He's older now. He may have put on some weight. He could be wearing any kind of disguise.
What exactly are you typing in there? I see nothing on the screen.
Take us back to the day in question. Was it your impression, Agent Mulder, that John Barnett took a kind of a perverse pleasure in his crimes?
Yes, I felt that he was daring us to catch him. We had a customs warehouse at the airport staked out, but we never figured that he would actually be inside the vehicle when it arrived. That's how Barnett was able to take the driver of the vehicle hostage.
John Barnett used his own accomplice as a hostage.
Oh, that's interesting.
But you didn't fire. Why?
It's against FBI regulations to unnecessarily endanger the life of a hostage.
But what happened instead?
The suspect fired his weapon point blank at his hostage, and then he turned his gun on Steve Wallenberg.
Thank you, Agent Mulder. No further questions at this time.
He gunned him down just for survival.
We object.
Witness will step down.
We shot him without hesitation, without conscience, without an ounce of humanity.
Your Honor, do something.
Which is why you should die like an animal, you son of a bitch.
I will find you in contempt of court.
That Purdue didn't say anything about that.
I strongly caution any of the witnesses that such outbursts will not be tolerated. This court is in recess.
Oh, that's super creepy.
I'll need printouts of every variation.
Right.
Oh my God, it could be fucking anything, Mulder.
Crandall, someone to see you.
You knew John Barnett?
Last time I saw John Barnett, he's right in that room over there. Doctor working on him with a knife took his bad hand clean off.
Was it Dr. Ridley?
He told me Johnny was dead, but I knew it was a lie. I saw him looking at me.
blinking at
I saw
you.
him blink.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna hang around and wait for Barnett to send me another Valentine.
You mean the ghost of John Barnett?
I didn't know you believed in ghosts, Scully.
Usually when he says things like that to Scully, he says it with a bit of humour. I see no humour in that.
Mulder.
Fox Mulder.
Barnett?
I'm gonna trace.
I stood next to you in line for coffee this morning.
How do I know it's really you, Barnett? I just need confirmation that you are who you say you are.
You want confirmation? You got it.
Barnett?
Was it Barnett?
John Barnett was from New Hampshire. He had a slight accent.
You want confirmation? You got it.
Is that an accent or not? I don't know.
What did he mean by that?
I don't know, but that is John Barnett. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so it's either a son or, yeah, someone that he was close to that's kind of taking up the mantle. It could be another cop that was involved with it and wasn't very happy with the fact that Mulder didn't take the shot and has, like, over time fixated on it, and this is his kind of, you know, where it's inevitably led him. Or, and I say this with, you know, with a bit of trepidation, it is John Barnett. He faked his death with thanks to the doctor, and him and the doctor are working together. I don't know. Like I said though, a bit of trepidation, but I'm just, you know, thinking like when he saw him at the, was it a base? No, they were playing football, at the football field, and we saw the guy. He had the milky eyes still. If it was going to be, you know, like a separate person, why would they have the milky eyes? So, yeah. Anyway, let's keep going.
I got an inmate at the prison who swears he saw Barnett alive the night they say he died. Yeah, Agent Henderson said that note that was left at the jewelry store was written by a right-hander. Well, this inmate at the prison, he swears he saw Barnett's right hand amputated.
Oh, yeah. Was that hand... That hand's all goopy.
Hey, Reggie! Reggie! What's going on?
That's his right hand. Oh shit, he's dead? Well, I guess I knew that was going to happen. His hand's like all fucked up. Mulder, you clearly think you know something's wrong. Stop yelling on the phone and get the cops over there.
Mulder, we're still not 100% sure that this is him.
And the note. I honestly didn't even know what that said. Cursive, man. Funeral for Fox's friends. Then for Fox. Okay. Do they still teach cursive at school?
So you think it's the same person that wrote the first note?
Uh-huh. You know what occurred to me? You never got any prints off those notes. If this guy was wearing a glove on his pen hand, note wouldn't be smeared like it is. For what it's worth.
Listen to this. According to the AMA, Dr. Ridley, who signed Barnett's death certificate, hasn't officially been a doctor since 1970.
Oh, see. Suspicious.
His membership expired and wasn't renewed after the state of Maryland revoked his medical license for flagrant research malpractice and misuse of a government grant. He was conducting experiments on young children afflicted with a disease called progeria.
Oh, this will be the young part of the episode.
Only about 100 cases have ever been reported, so the disease is rare. These poor kids die of old age. Joe Ridley thought that he could take their accelerated aging and slow it down. He wanted to begin human trials. I knew Joe Ridley. He didn't care about those kids. He talked about them as if they were laboratory animals. This terrible disease, progeria, he saw it as a wonderful opportunity. When they refused to allow the human trials, he became enraged.
So he got work at a prison.
So how did Dr. Ridley eventually lose his medical license?
He went ahead with the human trials, secretly. Although it's rumored he went to South America to continue his work.
Maybe we're not looking for a man in his late 40s after all. Maybe John Barnett has found the perfect disguise. Youth.
So they are working together? He's continued to be the Research specimen?
Ridley's notes from the human trials at NIH indicate he didn't see aging as inevitable, but as an opportunistic disease. However, there is no evidence whatsoever that Ridley's work yielded any results, or that his theories all hope to the contrary.
It's like webbed.
Projections on this kind of genetic engineering are at best speculative and futuristic.
Oh shit, he's right there. Is this going to be Mulder?
Who is it?
Dr. Joe Ridley.
Nope. Why? Why would you open the door?
If you're really Dr. Joseph Ridley, where have you been for the past 5 years?
I originally continued my research in Mexico.
His eyes are glazed over as well.
John Barnett is the only patient left. The only one who survived the experiments. If I didn't so personally detest the man, I might call my one triumph.
Barnett's not dying?
Only his eyes. Otherwise, John Barnett appears to be thriving. Once I isolated the progeria receptors, I stumbled on something quite unexpected. These same genes related to the production of myelin. Myelin being the material that prohibits your eye from, say, generating a new hand.
That's why it looks a bit goopy.
You were able to grow John Barnett a new hand?
Not a human hand, anyway. By taking samples of what we call cell morphogens from an amputated salamander arm and applying them to the back of the creature, they were able to grow a new limb on a completely different part of the body, but only on salamanders.
Until John Barnett.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Think of all the good he could have done for medicine if he hadn't been a fucking crackpot.
When the AMA censured me, certain sponsors came out of the woodwork. One of them was the U.S. government.
They financed your research?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That a government would do that. Whether it be the US government or any government. It's right, you know, if you hold the answer to basically eternal life, people will pay a premium for that. And here's Deep Throat.
The government knew full well that Barnett was in the country. You, of course, know that Barnett stole all of Ridley's research.
Yes, Ridley
Well,
was...
what Ridley doesn't know is that our government is bargaining with Barnett to buy it from him.
Huh. Wow.
You're aware that this freak of science you're negotiating with is a murderer.
The information he has
Worth it.
could change the course of mankind. Consider the options.
I will.
Mulder's not going to let it go a second time. He's going to kill him.
Retrieving messages.
Hi, Dana. It's Mom. I just wanted to call and say hi.
Hi, Dana. It's Kathy. Look, I hope you're still going to meet me before my cello recital.
It's my private answering machine, or at least it used to be. When I ran from the shower this morning, I heard someone dialing in my private code and replaying my messages.
Oh, is that what was going on?
I took this down to Prince before I came here. John Barnett's left index oblique is on the underside of this unit.
Mulder.
Hey.
Your new friend, Ridley. Don't grow too fond of him. He's gonna die soon, like the rest of your friends.
You're not that smart.
Tell me, you're not gonna make me prove it to you again, are you?
This cloak and dagger creepy and the shadow things is like...
Well, I'm just checking in.
It's like too much. Look at his head. It's like overkill.
What does Barnett know about you from your messages?
That my mother called for no reason and I'm meeting a friend before her cello recital.
Where's that? Before the performance, during, we're working at a disadvantage because we don't know exactly what Barnett looks like. We know that if he shows, he'll be keying on Scully, so wherever she is, she should not leave your sight. We don't want any shots fired if we can help it. We want to take Barnett alive.
No, you don't.
It's the first time I've ever played the target.
Let's make sure it's not the last time.
Oh, he's the piano guy. Oh, that's a shame. He's cute. Oh, fuck. Catch him! She's got to be wearing some vest or something, so I don't see no blood.
Back off! Go ahead, man. Shoot, Mulder. What are you afraid of, huh? No, man, you need me alive, don't you? Because I'm the only one who knows where the research is, huh?
Fuck the research.
How about it, Mulder? Just like old times, huh?
Do it, Mulder. We're gonna get the blood drip? No? Oh, okay.
Call an ambulance.
Oh, he's still alive. I thought he shot him in the head.
How you feeling?
Somebody kicked me in the ribs.
That bullet went through 8 layers of Kevlar. You're lucky to be alive.
What about him?
Let him
They
die.
flew in 3 specialists to try to save his life. That guy in the ugly suit there is probably CIA. He's been trying to talk to him.
Ugh. Oh, he's only got 4 fingers. I didn't realize that.
Vitals drop. Barnett, 11. Okay, guys. We're gonna hit him. Barnett, into me. 13, hear me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get the pen.
Those are some weak ass chest compressions, mate.
Nothing. Stand clear.
I lost him.
Bastard will take that research with him to the grave.
Where do you think it is? If he didn't destroy it, chances are that somehow, someday, somebody will find it.
And when they do, maybe he didn't get his revenge from beyond the grave, but somehow I feel like we haven't heard the last from John Barnett.
Okay. I like it. I like the blatant open-endedness of it. Is, you know, this research being inside this locker, which, you know, you'll kind of assume that that's where it is. What do you mean by it's not the last time you'll see Barnett alive? I mean, he's just dead there. You know, he just died right there. Mind you, he is the only survivor left of these experiments that was successful. So him having that, the ability to regenerate, maybe. I don't know. I like it. I like that it was very science-based, humans doing horrible human things, and that my first two suggestions of what it might be were wrong, and it really was him. It really was him that had, you know, he did get out with the help of the doctor because he was part of the experiment, but he was able to regress his age and go on this rampage to kind of get back at Mulder. It was good. So again, horrible humans doing horrible human things. Probably like I would call a filler episode, and the promise of perhaps this isn't the last time. I'd be interested to see if he does come back again, or the research at least, if that makes its way back into another story. So yeah, we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you for watching with me. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for more of the X-Files. See ya.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We'll see you next time.